The Clip's latest album, Let God Sort Them Out, is album of the year. Or at least the internet is saying that. And honestly, I'm not mad at that. That goes to show that y'all care about quality raps, and I can never be mad about that. Just considering what they was up against, I mean, we know, Pusha T has spoke about the smear campaign going on from people leaking the percentages of ticket sales for the upcoming tour to where the album was actually leaked and so on and so forth. Like, there was a lot up against them, not even just the album releasing, before the album releasing, like considering that we were supposed to get this album last year. It got shelved because of a Kendrick Lamar feature. They had to buy their ways out of Def Jam and then, work their ways over to Rock Nation. Like, I feel like there was a lot up against them, and I'm glad that we are finally getting this album and it's being received well. Me personally, I'm not going to go on my way to say something as album of the year just off of 24 or 48 hours of listening. Like, I like to listen to something 20 times before I make that statement. I like to let something sit for about a week or so before I make that statement. But again, I'm not mad off of people making that statement off the rip, because that goes to show that we are in a space now, and I feel like for the past year and a half, we've been in a space where there's been an influx of people caring about the quality of raps. There's been an influx of people caring about the content of rap. And there's been an influx of people just caring about good rap music again. Now let's get into the album. I'm not going to give y'all my thorough review, but I'm going to just give y'all my initial thoughts off of listening to this album about 10 times since it come out. I feel like this is a very great album. I feel like it is exactly what I expected from an Eclipse album after not hearing from them for 15 years. I know we got the Malice feature on Pusha T's last project, and then they had a song on Nigo's last project as well. But to get an official Clipse release, like, I am not dissatisfied at all. This is exactly what I expected. We got a 13-track album. For me personally, there's only one skippable, which I get into that skippable in a little bit. But 12 out of 13 is not bad. That is a very high percentage. Just starting out the album in itself with the song that they started out with Birds Don't Sing, like a very emotional, somber song, which is also a very ballsy move. Like, rappers, they tend to put those type of songs at the end of the album because they want to get to what they want to get to in the album, and then they want to close it out with, like, okay, well, here's this very emotional, very, transparent song. For them to lead with that and to hear the experience of not only one child losing a parent, but two children losing a parent, and then not just losing a parent, but losing both of your parents, like, they set the tone for the album. And then you switch over and you go into Chains of Whips featuring this very talked about verse from Kendrick, very controversial verse from Kendrick Lamar, the verse that got y'all out of y'all label deal. Like, I feel like, man, that in itself was a great song.